Hi there and welcome back to Two Chicks Going Green. One of the toughest changes that you can make when you're trying to live a lower waste and a healthier lifestyle is to find laundry products that are not only sustainable and healthy, but that are also effective. However, this is a really important change to make because those typical store-bought laundry products contain lots of harmful ingredients and are also terrible for the planet. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss the importance of using healthier and more sustainable laundry products, give you a better alternative to store-bought plastic packaged fabric softeners, and a guide to shopping for healthier and more sustainable laundry products as well to help you know what to look for regardless of the brand. But we do have a video coming out shortly after this one where I do a detailed comparison of some of the most popular green brands out there that are both eco-friendly and healthier. And I'll link it in the description below, so make sure to check that video out if you're looking for some great recommendations. So on that note, let's start with the environmental reasons why you should make the switch. First off, from an environmental pollution standpoint, the chemicals that are found in your laundry products don't just get used in your home and then stay there. They run into the water system, causing serious negative effects on the environment. One of these chemicals found in laundry detergents is nitrogen, which reacts with phosphorus in water, creating nutrients that stimulate the growth of algae in fresh water. Studies show that this type of algae uses up oxygen, and over time, this slowly depletes the oxygen in a body of water, ruining the entire ecosystem. Other detergents contain surfactants, aka surface active agents, which are chemicals that reduce the surface tension of oil and water. Basically, they're what helps the dirt to come off of clothing. The problem is that they also happen to be highly toxic to aquatic life. According to the EPA, surfactants break down the mucus layer that coats fish, which makes them vulnerable to parasites and bacteria. These chemicals also make it easier for waterways to absorb pollutants and pesticides. On top of that, they only further break down into more toxic byproducts. Additionally, since the majority of laundry products on the market are packaged in plastic, as you know, they contribute to our plastic waste problem. Because as we've mentioned in many of our videos, only around 9% of plastic is actually recycled. What's more, typical store-bought non-concentrated liquid laundry detergents contain 60 to 90% water. So you're paying for a product that's mostly water and plastic. And you have to buy it more often than if it were just the concentrated product. And this also means that they require more resources to be made. The water, as well as the petroleum needed to manufacture these huge plastic containers holding all that liquid. And to make matters worse, they then generate a much higher carbon footprint because of all the storage and transport needed. So all around, just terrible for the planet. And if that isn't enough to convince you, let's talk about the health reasons why you should make the switch. From a health standpoint, the same toxic chemicals that are found in those typical store-bought laundry products are also harmful to you and your pets. Chemicals like chlorine, phthalates, formaldehyde, and in some cases, something called 1,4-dioxane, which is found mostly in paints and varnishes, as well as detergents like Tide, is considered by the EPA as carcinogenic if ingested. High levels of this stuff have been known to cause vertigo, drowsiness, headaches, and irritation of the eyes, nose, throat, and lungs in humans. To add to this, most laundry products, especially fabric softeners, contain fragrances that are toxic and that many of us are sensitive to. We've spoken about the negative health effects these have in various videos. Fragrances can make up to 10% of the total content in softeners, which basically coat your clothing in a slimy layer that has the effect of making your clothes feel softer while rubbing off on your skin. Moreover, they can contain volatile organic compounds, aka VOCs, like acetaldehyde and butane, which can cause respiratory irritation as well as QAATs, quaternary ammonium compounds, many of which are linked to asthma. So when we dry our clothes, these fragrances vent off into the air that we breathe too. The worst part is that they aren't even necessary to our laundry. So they're just an extra source of exposure to toxic chemicals, an addition to our pollution problem, and a total waste of money. And don't forget about dryer sheets, which are particularly wasteful since they're single use. Most store-bought brands are made of synthetic polyester that's then been covered in fabric softener, chemicals, and fragrances. Sometimes they even contain acetone as well, which can cause nervous system effects like headaches or dizziness. So not only is there hidden plastic in dryer sheets, there's also a slew of toxic chemicals. So let's quickly go over the best alternatives to using fabric softening products as well as dryer sheets. At the end of the day, these fabric softening products are extremely wasteful and unhealthy. So it's definitely a swap that you want to make. You can add vinegar to your clothes to help with softening, or the most eco-friendly option and the best one, the one that I prefer and that Amanda uses as well, is to switch to dryer balls that are reusable and that you would just add essential oils to. These laundry balls last about 1,500 loads, so depending on how much laundry you do, that could mean all the way from 2 to 5 years, which also makes them the most cost-effective option by far. They get rid of static cling and wrinkles, and they soften your clothes, eliminating the need for fabric softener. You can get sustainable dryer balls most anywhere nowadays, or you can also make your own upcycled ones. We've added a link to a fun DIY in the description below. Dryer balls don't contain toxic chemicals, they're hypoallergenic, and they also save time and energy by cutting down on drying time by about 25%. To use them, just put some drops of your preferred essential oil on each. Just make sure you use a good quality organic essential oil and only use around 10 to 15 drops on each ball. Then add them to the dryer with the clothes that need to be dried, and that's it. It's recommended that you use about 3 to 6 balls depending on the load size. And I've been using the same set for about 3 years now, and they're still going strong, which is amazing. Now, when it comes to choosing an eco-friendlier and healthier laundry detergent, regardless of the brand that you decide to choose, here are some things to keep in mind when you are making that decision. First off, buy products that are free of harsh and harmful chemicals, and this is so important. So make sure that you're taking a really good look at that detailed ingredient list. EWG is a great tool for checking the quality of the product's ingredients as well. They give you a rating for the product in question, which helps you determine how safe it is, and definitely watch out for greenwashing, since this is a big issue with detergents. Companies will try anything to make their products seem safer and greener, and it's not always easy to tell if they are. A lot of the laundry detergents may say things like free and clear, and most brands don't even list their ingredients. So those would be ones to definitely steer clear of. Some even use carton, but there's still a plastic liner being used inside. Next, try to find a refillery or a bulk store near you that sells laundry detergent that's all natural and healthy, and just reuse your old laundry containers like Amanda does. I'm lucky enough to have a few refilleries by me where we live in South Florida, Zook's Refillery and Verde Market, which both refill laundry products. And the cost is only about 23 cents a load, which is awesome. Next, look for concentrated versions, whether that be powder, ultra concentrated liquid, or pre-measured concentrated strips or sheets. Price-wise, this is the best option since you're only paying for the actual part of the product that does the work. Plus, it takes up a lot less space this way and packaging. This also leads to huge savings over time since you won't need to buy it as often. You'll also want to look for plastic-free packaging, preferably recycled materials if possible. Lastly, if you're ordering online, choose websites that ship plastic-free or request plastic-free shipping from websites that don't. And make sure you try to buy directly from the company that is using reusable resources and actually cares about the planet. And try to stay away from Amazon, where there's lots of greenwashing and there's also lots of fake copies of better brands. And by the way, if you're still using a lot of synthetic clothing, you might want to consider using the Guppyfriend laundry bag, which helps prevent the release of microfibers and microplastics into our waterways. And I did a whole review on this product, and I will link that video in the description below, and it will also be right above me right now. So make sure to check it out as another possible way to make your laundry routine even more sustainable. One last thing I should mention is that most green laundry detergents, not all, but most, are not really meant for heavy stains. And I think a lot of people that come from using the typical store-bought products think that they're going to work in the exact same way, and they're not really going to. That being said though, a few of the big brands that do make healthier and more eco-friendly laundry products have come out with some laundry stain sticks. And I have both the Mayora and the Kind Laundry one, and they work really well. You can definitely tell where they've been applied and where they haven't. And some of those bigger brands also have some oxy boosters available as well for stain removal. I've also seen those oxy boosters at most refill shops now. And before using these, Amanda and I had both tried some more natural alternatives, which we discuss in our cleaning swaps video, like using vinegar and baking soda and boiling water. And even though those work, they just never work as well. Additionally, it can be tough to find an eco-friendlier laundry detergent that does really well with white clothing and keeping white fabrics extremely white. They're just not amazing at that if you are comparing them to something like bleach or store-bought products that really aren't that great for you. Personally, this isn't so much of an issue for me. My HE washer, along with the laundry detergent that I use, to me works just fine. I don't have that much white clothing that I need to be, you know, sparkling white. But this is a little bit more of an issue for people like Amanda and my partner who wear this clothing to go to work and just want to have like very white clothes. So if you have any favorite products or methods that are tried and tested for keeping your white textiles and clothing as white as possible without using bleach, please drop those in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. It's also worth mentioning that there are a lot of DIY laundry detergent recipes out there as well. I made my own DIY laundry detergent using a very basic recipe that I found online, and I used it for quite a while. I liked it, but there's mixed reviews on borax that I used to make it. So I need to do more research on that, and I've also heard that you can damage your washing machine. So in my opinion, just save yourself the time and possible headache. And I did buy soap nuts, but I haven't actually used them yet. So I will be doing a video in the near future using those soap nuts, which are completely natural and come straight from nature. Amanda has already tried these, but she said that it just took a lot of time to make your own detergent from them. So for her, it just wasn't really an option because she has such a busy lifestyle. She also tried using liquid Castile soap for a while, and even though she found that it cleaned well, it does leave a residue on the washing machine and on some of the clothes, especially dark fabrics. So it wasn't her favorite. If you liked today's video, please, please, please give it a big thumbs up. Every like and share means so, so much to us. We do have a Ko-fi page where you can donate or just morally support us. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. And please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already for more eco-friendly living type videos. And I hope to see you on the next video.